What up, what up? I blew my S2000. The shit went boom on my way home from work. I had 3 spun rod bearings. And shit knocks like a bitch. So now this shit is just broken and sitting here collecting dust. And it looks like shit. So I started looking around for a couple F20s. And I think I found one here in Florida. And it was like $3,500 with a shit ton of miles. And it just doesn't seem worth it to me, I guess, in the long run. So I've been looking at forums and just doing a bunch of research, and I decided to go K24. I thought it'd be pretty cool, unless it ends up turning out like shit. Got the AC compressor unbolted, but I couldn't squeeze it out. I got the alternator out. I took the fuel rail off, but I didn't put it back on because what I was trying to do was take the valve cover off so I could squeeze in the back to potentially separate the transmission and the engine to try to just pull the engine out, but it was just too much of a headache and it's super tight, so I just decided to take the transmission out with it. Let me see. I don't know how well you can see that, but I got the drive shaft dismounted, the transmission's dismounted. And I think the only thing left is the motor mounts. And we'll try to pull it out. Fingers crossed. Well, here it is. It was my first time painting, so I mean, some spots look pretty good, and then there's some pretty rough spots too that don't look as good, but again, it was my first time, so I think all in all it came out pretty good, especially how it looked before. I think it's been about 2 weeks maybe since I finished this, so I'm just gonna clean it up and then just start putting things back together today. That's kind of what today's gonna consist of. Get the water lines, put the hard brake lines, ABS, brake booster, and just kind of start getting rid of that mess over there. That way I feel like I don't have stuff laying around everywhere. Try to make some more room, and then probably come over here and start tearing down the K24, clean it up, get rid of all the stuff I don't need, and probably paint it. Try to bring the color back from the block, just exterior stuff, and pretty much just prep it to get it in the car. After I'm done painting everything, and then the flywheel, clutch, all that stuff, I do have an adapter plate. I got this from 2NRS. I've never done this before, so it's gonna be all new to me. I also have the whole clutch kit here. I have motor mounts from Hasport. I have an ACT clutch, OEM bearings, the custom flywheel from Clutch Masters for the F to K, and it's a lot thicker than the normal ones because of the adapter plate. The stock AP1 trans, stock shifter. So kind of just have to get everything together at some point, but we're making progress. It's been like 3 months I think now, so get back on this and start getting things together and maybe pull it out the garage. I'm still missing a couple things. I still need an RSX harness and an RSX ECU, and I need K-Pro as well. and we just got the whole freaking harness like whole mess. So I think that's gonna be my biggest struggle. Is I'm just not good with electrical work. So figuring out the harness and the ECU is gonna be a little tricky. I do have a 2NRS jumper harness, so it'll work with the OEM S2000 harness with the RSX harness as well. So I got that from 2NRS. That way everything in the car, the cluster and the lights and everything work.